Good evening. My name is Joshua Delahaye. Normally we kind of have video introductions in the beginning of our term instead of at the very last aspect, but hey everybody, thanks for all your support and all your contributions throughout this term. So on to our discussion. During the CrossFit competition, my friend was performing a gymnastics movement on the pull-up bar. She was pushing herself as hard and as fast as she could in an effort to complete as many repetitions as possible within that given timeline. She was swinging on the bar, she lost her grip and swung backwards. She landed with all of her weight on her left foot, and the tibia fractured immediately proximal to the talocrural joint, right there at that talo-talar interface. Good evening, guys. My name is Joshua Delahaye. Normally I'm used to doing these discussion videos at the beginning of the term instead of at the very end, but hey everybody. So let's go ahead and get started with Module 8. So for this discussion, I wanted to talk about a friend of mine who broke her left ankle during a CrossFit competition. She was performing a gymnastics movement on the pull-up bar. She was pushing herself as hard and as fast as she could in an effort to complete as many repetitions as possible within that given timeline. While she was swinging on the bar, she lost her grip and aggressively swung backwards. She landed with all of her weight on her left foot, and the tibia fractured immediately proximal to that talocrural joint at that tibio-talar interface. The intrinsic factors that applied to the incident were her muscle endurance and her extreme fatigue. Her body mass and composition were also a factor because she came down on a weak-ish area of her body, but only on one foot, preventing her from properly displacing her weight between both feet. Finally, the psychological factors, such as her motivation, was probably the strongest aspect that contributed to the incident. And after the injury occurred, she mentioned that she felt her hands getting sweaty, but she really wanted just to push a little bit harder to go a little bit more. The extrinsic factors that applied to the incident was first the nature of the task. It was a repetitive, higher skill movement performed at high intensity for a very short period of time. The bar was well chalked, but in combination with her sweaty hands, the playing surface definitely contributed to the fall. She was wearing footwear that didn't do great for the ankle support, and it had a soft sole, so this lack of support reduced the firmness in the shoe, and it also aided in the instability when she actually landed. Finally, the incident took place during an extreme competition. Adrenaline was high, she was pushing really hard. It was the last event of the last workout of the last day. She was truly putting it all on the line, so to speak, and trying her best. There are many factors that could have helped to reduce the risk of the injury occurring, but during these competitions, it's expected that athletes push the envelope, test their limits as well as their breaking points. Though normally this is a figurative statement and not a literal one, I don't know that there was much that could have been done in this situation, as she was an expert athlete. She was well trained, she was performing movements she was very comfortable with and performing them without any obstacles or obstructions in the way. It really was just a fluke accident. That's my contribution for the discussion this week. Thanks so much. Look forward to your feedback and best of luck. Thanks.